So, in the year of 2026, everybody, how good is the Samsung 21 FE? If I'm being honest, I really do like this phone. This phone is a good phone for basically everybody out there. Whether you're in the first world, the second world, the third world, doesn't matter. Is there a second world? Samsung phones always look premium. They just somehow know how to look really good even years after its release. Let's talk about the cameras. This 12 megapixel main camera right here still looks good even today. Now, it's not movie production quality, and I don't think you should record YouTube videos with it, but if you had to in a pinch, it still looks really good. This phone was released in 2022, making it about 4 years old. You'll be able to scroll your social media. You'll be able to play some pretty decent games. You're not going to be playing any of the modern games that are about to come out, what's it called? Here, Neverness to Everness. But it says you can download it. I just don't think you'll be able to play it on very high quality. With this device being 4 years old, it was only promised around 3 to 4 years of updates, and the last update was 8.5, and we got that I think a month or two ago. So it's going to be sad not seeing this ever getting updated again, but hey, it's a very affordable phone right now. So you can find it for as low as $150, which is an amazing thing to see. And I think this one is an unlocked one. Yes, so an unlocked one on Reblo for $150, maybe after tax, is an amazing thing to see because this phone is well loved and it is pretty good bezel-wise as well, as you can see. It's a great consumption device, especially for $150. There are two major concerns a lot of people are going to have with this device that is going to be their make it or break it when it comes to purchasing this device. The first one being the internal storage is only 128 or 256 gigabytes. There is no way for you to increase the device memory capacity because there is no slot. A lot of programs are becoming more powerful, meaning they need a lot more storage. Only having 128 base storage is a little concerning because then, of course, you're going to have to use cloud storage of some kind. The second major thing is that this mid-range device has no headphone jack. I guess you could technically get one of those headphone jacks that work with the USB Type-C charging port. Not having a headphone jack is a pretty bad thing because we're slowly going into an age where people want to start using the old school tech again, as my camera really cannot focus when it comes to this device specifically. Let's quickly test the device's features when it comes to video and sound, and let's listen to the song of the Destroyer, Kiri. This is 2K on this device, and I do believe this is one of those devices you can zoom in to fill, which looks pretty darn nice if you ask me. Man, this video, I do not own it, but I wish I do because, man, it has a lot of views, and it looks freaking gorgeous. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh. There is a little fish eye right here on the screen that will be there forever. So that's a little bit of annoying, but it's not like the 17E where there's just a huge notch right there saying, hey, listen, I am a huge notch. This has a dual speaker setup, so when I was playing the music out loud, it was only at 80% volume, but it did sound pretty nice regardless. I am not sure what else I can say about this device, and wow, this was a really bad video, but I haven't made a video like this in 3 weeks, so yikers, buddy, for me. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and maybe subscribe if you do feel so inclined. If you did not like the video, please hit the dislike button twice for me. Hopefully, a more professional video will be showing up in your feed within a few days because, man oh man, this one was bad. I can't believe I'm still just yapping away.